Alright everyone, it's time for the most necessary video in channel history, a celebration of the Yancey Street gang from Marvel Comics via the Goon Series. But real quick, I want to make a couple announcements. One, I'm going to be dropping a doubleheader for Thanksgiving, that being the Goon Bowl, which will be 100 of the funniest / greatest Goon moments ever in comics. And then I will be dropping Doctor Doom being the biggest goon, part 3, because you guys already hit the like goal for that. Now let's talk like goal for this video. To get another Goon Series video in general, 400 likes. If you want to see the Yancey boys return for a part 2, 600 likes. That's all you gotta do. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting so far. I mean, my channel is growing so much ever since the Goon Series. And by the way, Jobber Series will be announced. I mean, not even announced. The actual first video will drop Friday. So I'm excited for that. But anyways, guys, I don't want to waste too much time. Let's get into some of the greatest Yancey Street gang moments ever. So first of all, we got to talk about the time they trolled Ben Grimm. He almost did life. So let me explain. They see Ben Grimm walking down the street. They're trolling him. They see him as an op. Why? Because Ben left the hood. Ben left Yancey Street and he like lives with the privilege now. No one fucks with that. So he betrayed the gang. So every time they see him, they troll him. So they're on top of a building. They started throwing shit at Ben, right? Ben was pissed. Turns around, picks up a tank. A literal tank. And was about to throw it at the children and the building. This would have destroyed the building, not only probably killed the kids, or potentially killed the kids, but cost millions in property damage. Yeah, Ben would have done life, because he had no reason to do that. They were just like throwing like food and shit at him. I don't think it was anything crazy. So yeah, but the fact they almost got Ben to risk it all, he got stopped by the Fantastic Four symbol, it's hilarious. Next, the time they had to save the Fantastic Four from Molecule Man. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did they match up with Molecule Man? First of all, you should be saying that the other way around. How did he survive encountering them? Answer, they didn't actually do anything to him. What happened was the Molecule Man showed up, was rampaging, and was folding the Fantastic Four. Well, the Yancey Street gang sees that, and they're like, yo, Ben Grimm is getting the shit kicked out of him. There's only one group of people that gets to beat the shit out of Ben Grimm, and it's us. So they went and rescued them. And they actually pulled off rescuing the Fantastic Four from Molecule Man and giving them a chance to recover and defeat him. It was pretty funny. Next, we had the time that we learned how deep the beef goes on Yancey Street. You see, it's so extreme that this building was collapsing, and Thing caught it because this little kid, he couldn't have been more than 8 or 9, was stuck under it. And he caught it, and he was like, hey, kid, are you good? And the kid's like, good? No, this is shit. And Ben Grimm's like, what are you talking about? And then suddenly the kid kicks Ben. And he's like, bro, if I was big enough, I would beat your ass, Thing. Because you know, if I get seen in these streets with your bitch ass, everyone's going to think I'm a narc. And Ben was pissed. He was like, yo, I wish you were older so I could beat your ass. But the kid runs off, and you're like, damn, like, you definitely can't show love to Ben Grimm in the hood. Next, this is one of the worst got caught lacking moments ever. And it also low-key revealed that Mr. Fantastic was a racist and classist and just uppity as fuck. So let me tell you what happened, right? First of all, you already know the vibes. If you come on Yancey Street, you're getting pulled up on. That's facts. Not only did Ben pull up, Ben had the audacity to bring his rich-ass friends. So when they showed up with all their privilege, they got mauled by the Yancey gang. I'm talking about literally all of them got fucking dropped off. just taken to school and dropped off by every member of the Yancey gang. And when they're running away, Reed says some wild shit like, yo, let's get out of here. The natives are restless. He said, what about natives? He called who natives? F in the chat for Mr. Fantastic. Do we cancel him? Let me know. Worse than Doom? Question mark? I don't know. But moving on, you kind of learn the system that the Yancey gang goes by. And this comes in the form of they pull up with slingshots on Ben Grimm when he pulls up to the hood. Because what's he doing pulling up to the hood? You're not one of us anymore, bitch. And they're hitting him and shit. And he doesn't do anything. He doesn't react. They're like, yo, we need to fix Ben Grimm right now. Why do they say that? Because it's simple. Whether he's gang or not, Ben represents the street. And since he does, if he's out here looking soft, he makes them look soft. So they literally say like, yo, we will do what it takes to make sure he's not sad anymore so that we don't look like bitches. And that's real. Now, this moment's actually never been discussed on my channel because I found it today. So, oh man, I'm super excited. So this was actually a direct team up with Thing in the Yancey Street game. What happened was he gets, like, Ben Grimm gets taken out by this mercenary group and this metal manipulator guy or whatever, some tech guy. And when this happens, I believe at that point, Yancey Street gang had been taken hostage to like get at Ben. And that's a mistake. Of course they break out. And when they break out, they let everyone know the vibes. Like I'm telling you, they beat the dog shit out of people when they broke out. Like it was terrible. And the funny part was they were unarmed. Like they end up picking up sticks and stuff when they run by shit, but they were just fighting off pure spirit and street shit. Like and they're facing a literal mercenary hit squad and they were going toe to toe. And then when they had broken out to save Ben and stuff, they clash with this entire mob group for the rematch, right? Because the first time when Ben got taken out from outside help, it kind of helped take down the gang. And they had that funny exchange, by the way, where they're like, bro, like, this is what we get for thinking Ben Grimm was going to, like, save us. Like, Ben Grimm's dog shit. They always take time to slander Ben. It's hilarious. But anyways, so they run up on these mobsters and win. Literally beat them, and they take out the main villain. And then at the end, on some real street shit, they got Ben Grimm to hit the blunt. I'm not even making this up. You can look at the scan. Haters will say that's a cigar, but knowing how my boys on Yancey Street get down, that shit's a blunt. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Moving on, we have the time that Ben got vibe checked in front of his bitch. All right, let me tell you what happened. So Ben was taking his girl on a date. He's walking down Yancey Street. This is an L for my boy Thing. Y'all know I'm a huge Thing fan, but this was an L. Why would you take your girl to Yancey Street? That's crazy. I would never do that shit. But anyways, they're walking down the street. A couple Yancey boys see them, and they're like, yo, it's time to hit that bitch. And they get like a brick. And they're like, yo, they start placing bets on where they hit Ben Grimm. Of course they hit him. And Ben Grimm's forced to tell his girl, like, yo, real shit, it's impossible to not get, like, trolled by the Yancey gang, because as soon as you turn away, they pop up. Real shit. So there's no point in even fighting back. Like, they're gonna get us. And I was like, damn, bro. Not in front of your chick. Like, but hey, with the kind of energy Yancey gang gives off, I'm not shocked it happened. Anyways, moving on. We gotta talk about the time they confronted Ben Grimm for set tripping. This shit was hilarious. So, essentially what happens is Ben comes back to the hood, right? And when he comes back in the hood, he kind of gives off this, like, OG attitude. Like, yo, I'm from the block too. Like, I've been here. Like, I don't have to listen to y'all. Y'all listen to me type shit. And the boys did not like that. And mad respect to them for this, because he hasn't been in the hood in a while. He hasn't been trapping like them in years. So it's not right for him to step like that. So this little redhead Yancey guy is like, he's not hearing that shit. He's like, yo, Ben, shut your dumb mouth. He was like, you're not from the block anymore. Take your bitch ass back to the Baxter building where everything's nice and cozy with your billionaire ass. Like, shut up. Like, no one in the hood respects you. You're a bitch. And at first, like, Ben's looking at him. He's like, yo, I'm an OG of Yancey Street. You ain't got to talk like that. And, bro, this boy looks at him and goes, you save that superhero bullshit chant for someone else? No one respects a traitor on Yancey Street. And it's crazy because Ben looked like he was about to punch him in this shit. But then it turns over to the kid, and the kid looks like he's about to punch Ben in his shit. So it was like, damn, like, this was one of the funniest vibe checks, because this kid was not capping. Like, he was so serious. He was like, yo, you're dead ass a traitor to the hood. Next, we got to talk about the time they actually cured Ben Grimm of depression. Now, how did they do that? They literally did it by trolling the shit out of him. Ben's walking around, you know, he's in his feelings. The Fantastic Four has been getting like shitty press coverage, and it bothers him. And he doesn't feel like anyone's really there for him. He's wrong. The Yancey gang's there for him to mess his day up. So they show up and they dump a bunch of shit on him, right? They're like, yo, he's depressed. Let's get him out of it. Dump a bunch of shit on him. Ben snaps. He's like, dude, fuck this. Picks up a trash can, rolls it in a ball, and sees the forms of the Yancey Street kids in an alley. Throws that shit. Tries to kill them. Not even trolling. That shit would have killed them if it hit them. It's a big-ass New York City dumpster. Like, that dog, that's not a bruise. That's death. But it was dummies they had set up for him to hit. It wasn't actually them. And they're like, yo, look, we got his bitch-ass stepping again. He's not a bitch anymore. So they're literally the best to keep around, because they're going to make sure Ben Grimm's always on demon time, because if he's not, they're going to get his ass. Next, this is the final moment to talk about, and you guys have to smash the like button, because this moment is a long one, because it's literally a saga. So one of the funniest comics I've ever read. This is the Miracle on Yancey Street saga. So if you didn't know, there was like a death on Yancey Street, right? Or a kid that ended up dying in the hospital, something like that. There's also a kid that gets taken. And this one kid is walking down the street. Ben Grimm's following him, because this guy came to Ben Grimm and told him, he's like, bro, please bring my son home. And he's like, okay, bet. Ben goes back to the hood. He's going to find out where the kid is on Yancey Street. So this little Yancey kid's walking. He's like, yo, is that a fucking narc? Like, dog, is that a narc? And so Ben's following him. He's like, yo, I'm not getting caught. And someone hits Ben with a snowball. Ben goes down the alley, falls, gets embarrassed, gets up. Instantly, he sees he's surrounded by the Yancey Street gang. And they're like, yo, Ben, you got some nerve stepping in the hood. Ben, of course, is like, yo, I'm here because I'm trying to find out why a kid from Yancey is missing. And they're like, oh shit, someone's messing with the gang? Say word. And so at this point, when they find out that ops are on the block hurting their members, shit gets real. Like, when I tell you this is the most hype shit, like, everyone put your Gucci mink coat on, your metaphysical Gucci mink. You know, it's not real. We don't have them. But pretend to put that shit on for this Gucci mink moment, right? They're like, yo, no one fucks with Yancey Street. We're on their ass. They all start dipping to go beat the shit out of whoever's doing this, right? It doesn't matter who. They don't need to know who. It's an op. They're riding regardless. And Ben Grimm's like, yo, slow down. Like, I'm the hero. I'll go. And they're like, bro, this is Yancey business, dog. This ain't superhero shit. This is street shit. We don't care about your little Justice Avengers shit you want to do. Your whole fucking arrest them. No, we're here to kill shit and get our shit back in blood. So you can come with us or you can get left. And they did. Like, they are so serious. These boys are pissed. And This is when they run up on a bunch of goons in a warehouse, right? It looks like a Fantastic Four lab, a bunch of stolen equipment. Obviously, there's some big scheme going on. They see ops. They start swinging. This op hits Grimm in the face, right? Hits Thing. And that's when we realize it's a Doombot. And Ben Grimm rocks his shit. And all the kids jump on Doombots. And they literally start killing fucking Doombots. That's crazy. These are little ass street kids tearing apart Doombots because they disrespected the set. Hit the like button, bro. If you haven't already, smash that shit. Because the Yancey Street gang is the most gangster shit of all time. So they're beating the shit out of all these Doombots, right? And at this point, Ben Grimm's looking around. He's like, oh shit, bro. We're fighting Doombots. Like, are the kids okay? Turns around. The ops are dead. He didn't have to worry about anything. They literally tore their heads off. And that's when Ben Grimm gets shot from behind. You look up to see Dr. Doom himself. Now, at this point, it's reasonable of Ben Grimm to look back, and he tells the kids, hey, this is the big dog. Matter of fact, he's in the Goon series. Go check it out. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. And he's like, kids, dip, bro. This is the boss fight. This kid looks at him. Oh my god, this moment is so gangster. Looks at Ben Grimm, looks at his homies, and says, our colors don't run. And that's when all hell breaks loose, right? Like, the fight resumes. They're not getting run off the block. This is street shit. They're not getting run off the block. Ben Grimm's trying to fight Dr. Doom. At this point, y'all's favorite goon, Dr. Doom, pulls the strap out and is like, fuck you, fuck Yancey Street, fuck these kids. Starts blasting, right? He's shooting, and it's starting to get the better of Ben Grimm, because Ben Grimm's like, oh shit, he's got the blicky. And, of course, it's not a regular gun. I don't remember what he put in it, but the goons see this, right? They're like, yo, he might not be gang, per se, but you're not going to do another Yancey kid like that. Because in the end of the day, Ben Grimm's from Yancey Street, bitch. And they start throwing shit at Doom, and Doom's like, oh shit, like, these kids are actually trying to fuck with me. And Doom, being a goon, turns around and starts shooting at them and whatnot. So they scramble out the way, gives Ben a chance to fight Doom again. Doom gets the drop on Ben Grimm because Doom's a goon. And Doom doesn't know this, but they were actually about to jump his bitch ass. Like, there was 3 of them up top, and they're like, yo, it's time for us to jump on him. But ultimately, they don't jump Doom. By the way, Doom would have died. I don't care. Don't at me. They don't jump him because the shit was weird. They went down to Ben Grimm. They're like, yo, why did Doom dip? And he's like, I don't know, but Doom doesn't leave evidence. And it's facts. Doom rigged the entire place to blow up and kill the kids and Ben Grimm. Of course, they escape because they're on that G shit, right? And when they get back to the hood, this godliest ending to a story. They're with Ben Grimm. They return the kid. Kid survived, right? And Ben's right. You know what? We might have lost someone, but y'all helped me get someone back. You helped me make sure that didn't happen again. You guys are good kids. And they're like, you know what, Ben? You're a solid guy. Even though you left and got rich and hang out with them uppity fucks, like, you're pretty dope. And he's like, man, y'all some good kids. I know we beefed for years, but y'all really some good kids. And you see them leaving, and it shows Ben Grimm's back, and it says, Santa's little helper, kick me, I'm stupid. They literally, someone had died, someone had gotten kidnapped, all this shit, and they still trolled Ben Grimm. And you see them go like, yo, I can't believe he fell for that shit. It's Yancey for life. Fuck him. Oh my god. But anyways, guys, that's it for the Yancey Street Gang Goon Series Chronicles Part 1. If you guys want Part 2, smash the like button. Let's get it up to 600 likes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, YFV, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.